Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to today's review. And in front of us today, I'm looking at the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise 2-pack of Ironhide and Prowl in their Earth modes. And again, this was another Amazon exclusive. It was also another headache. Some people's pre-orders were canceled on them yet again. Same thing with the Dirge and Ramjet 2-pack and some of the other Amazon exclusives, the Galactic Odyssey packs. Yeah, it was a big headache with the Amazon exclusives during the Earthrise production run. Luckily, mine didn't have that happen. And this one also didn't have the sticker on it and shipped just like that. It was actually put in a box this time. So, makes no sense for something like this to not be put in a box no matter what. I mean, you don't want your package to be left on the doorstep, completely visible of what it actually is, making it easier for people like, oh, hey, I'm grabbing that. It's not something I like, but I can sell it to someone else. You know, no. But enough of that little rant. So we will take a look at the packaging. And again, this is very cool packaging. We can see, looks like Dirge in the background there. Here we got Prowl, we got Ironhide, Transformers Earthrise, War for Cybertron, 8+, Transformers going along there, Generations, Takara Tomy. On the top, there is all of that. Again, no surprises here, which is cool. You can see on the side, continuing on here, and they're, of course, both deluxe class. On the bottom, got barcode and all different kinds of wordings and the warning and authentic Transformers. Everything there. On the side, of course, we've got that great Earthrise image. And I know I've said it in quite a few videos, but I'm going to say it again. I would really love all three of these ones, the Siege, the Earthrise, and the Kingdom, enlarged as posters, plates, whatever, to hang on the wall. And then on the back, we have our product shots of both figures and telling us how many steps they take. And that is it for the box. So now we'll take a look at this, and you can kind of see, like, I kind of just threw them up here with their weapons on top of them. So we'll move Ironhide off to the side, and we'll take a look at Prowl first. And as you can see, his weapon, his gun, can fit in right there. And this is his blaster, gun, whatever you want to call it. And it has a very G1 style look, and I like that. It looks very good. Done in white plastic. And yeah, very cool. So we'll set that off to the side for now. And here we have Prowl in his Earth mode. And he looks good. You got this nice white with black, red Autobot symbol, the police lights, police on the side, tail lights picked out, looking very good. Even got tailpipes, which is very cool. Nice translucent windshield and windows, even the rear window. And I think these pieces are completely translucent with the white painted, and they got very close on that, on matching the white. It actually blends in very well. Even translucent for the headlights. Again, very cool. I like the little intake on the hood, so that looks very cool. The only downside is the wheels. Like, I wish that it would have been wheels that clipped on and still covered that. Like, that's Not the best looking thing, but I can get past it. And then on the bottom you can see his head having to stare at the ground while he's driving. Now, rolls very nicely. And yeah. And everything, sometimes it is difficult to get everything aligned and then tabbed in, especially with this back piece, but it can be done. It's just sometimes a headache. But I think that is it for vehicle mode, and we will get into robot mode. So let me raise up so we can see what I'm doing. So first thing, I'm gonna untab the doors, and they actually, this tabs in right there on the arm, and this piece is going to actually plug in. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little spot right in there that this piece is going to go into. We'll untab this side as well, and then raise up the arms, flip them out, and we'll leave it there for, actually, we'll push this piece right here in, and then we will leave that just like that. So now, what we want to do is we want to separate these just enough to where we can get them around. Okay, there we go. So that's my dumb mistake. So it's easier to just grab a hold of them here and bring them out like that, and then extend the legs, spin it, gonna separate, bring these down, which act kind of like fillers a little bit, and also want to rotate these pieces for the heels so he stands a little straighter. Now gonna bring everything here up just like this, and then want to bring these down. So there's tabs on the side here that are going to tab in, and the arms will help hold everything together. Rotate at the shoulders and bring them down, and now it's just straightening everything out. And another thing that we do is bring them back just like that, and that's going to give it a nice look with the doors kind of where they're sitting a little back. And there is Prowl in his robot mode. And I apologize if it was a little confusing on the transformation. I don't transform them too much. So if I get a little confused, at least you're seeing me confused and fixing it as I go. But he looks good. So let's take a look at that head mold. Very Prowl-esque head mode. Slightly different than his Siege mold, which is fine. I actually like this for the Earthrise Earth mold. Looks very good. Got the red on the head crest, white on the helmet, silver face, blue eyes. Now his Autobot symbols on his chest, with the hood in front of the vehicle now being the chest. And yeah, and make sure. There is actually, I believe, a tab that tabs in right there. I want to make sure. Yeah, so this, yeah, you can kind of hear it thoop a little bit until I make a mistake here. Okay, now we'll get back to looking at Prowl. I apologize about that. something went off. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got black here along his abs, black going down his waist and his thighs, and then here you can see the translucent plastic, which my worry is a few years down the road it crumbling. I know that's been a problem in the past with translucent plastic, especially with important parts like this, and I'm hoping that these hold up better than older vehicle or older toys with it, but we will see. Oh, and then his feet, of course, were the rear of the vehicle, and that looks really good. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, can move side to side, look up that far, down that far. Arms, whoops, there went that. Arms can move out that far, unless you unplug it, then you can move them out that far, but we can rotate all the way around. There is a bicep swivel. We've got over 90 on the elbow, and we've got wrist rotation. Waist rotates, can do nice high kick, can kick back only about that far, and can do full Van Damme. We've got thigh rotation, and because of transformation, we've got full range on the knee. And then the foot can move back and forth, and we've got a heck of an ankle pivot. Again, very cool. I do like the way this looks. It is an excellent update to the Datsun brothers for a new generation and a new line, so that is very cool. I mean, if we want real or closer Datsuns, then there is the masterpieces. So then, as for his weapon, he can hold his weapon, of course, and take down any Decepticons that come his way. And I apologize, I'm trying to get him nice and straight here. And there we have Prowl done, and he looks good. It was pretty crappy that they did a 2-pack Amazon exclusive in order to get him and Ironhide. Honestly, they should have been either like store like Target or Walmart with enough production so more people could have gotten them and not having to worry about Amazon canceling their pre-orders. But that is enough for him. Now we shall bring in Ironhide. And as you can see, here is his gun. It is the exact same as Ratchet's, just done in black plastic instead of white plastic. And you can see it stores on top. Can also store it back here. And yeah, we'll set that off to the side. He rolls very nicely. Well, that's very nice. Got big Autobot symbol on the top here. Everything done in red with gold lines down. Of course, them ugly feet on the back of it here. You know, it just doesn't match with the lines of the van he's supposed to represent, which is unfortunate. But like the silver for the door handles, that's actually very nice detail. They didn't have to do that, but they did. On the front, you can see very nicely done. The silver for the headlights, black on the grille and the bumper. Same thing on the other side. Now, it would have been nice to have something picked out for the rest of these windows, but it's not the end of the world. On the bottom, you can see everything folds up very nicely. Do got a nice big gap right there. And yeah. and that is Ironhide in his vehicle mode. So now we will get into robot mode. So start by opening this up. Want to open this up just enough because these like kind of hook underneath there, which will help hold it down. We should be able to pull it apart. There we go. All right, so for this then we just fold all that in. We'll set that off to the side. Now for the rest of them, I'm gonna untab this, bring it around just enough. Same thing with this side. We'll open these up, bring those fists out just enough, separate the legs. We'll fold this in, bring this down. Same thing on this side. And there is little tabs right there that are going to plug in right there. And that's that. And then want to open that up in order to spin it around. And once we've done that, we can separate the fist. You can see this tab plugs in right there. Bring them down, bring that up, rotate at the shoulder, swing them down, swing out the head till we get a nice little click. And then there's little spots, the name is tripping me up, but they'll tab in on these tabs right here. So I want to make sure. There we go. And I believe that is going to be Ironhide all done in his robot mode. And that is a very Ironhide-y look. We can see got nice head sculpt. Again, I think it's slightly different than the Siege. It might be the same, but you know, we got his mohawk that he always has, all done in red. Silver on the face, blue on the eyes. We got that clear, translucent plastic. That was the windshield, is now his chest. This part is now his abdomen. He's got that boxy look like he should have. Black here for his crotch area. Gray on the thighs. Red with the yellow stripe. Them ugly feet that work for Siege but don't work for Earthrise. And same thing, black and red on his arms. Now articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Can't really look up too far, can't really look down too far. Arms can go out that far, can do full 360. Got bicep swivel. Say just a little over 90 on the elbow. And we've got wrist rotation, which is always nice. Waist rotation, always nice to have. Can do pretty decent high kick. Can kick back that far. Can do just over full Van Damme. Got thigh rotation right there. And just a little bit over 90 on the knee. And the feet can't really move up or down, but we do have decent ankle tilt. Now for his accessories, his weapons, can give him his gun. And then we can give him this, which he could have as a shield plugged in right here. Could plug it in right here. Or plug it in on the back, which is where I tend to put it when I have him on display. Or a nice thing, just like with Ratchet, just push this forward, brings these out, and you could have him holding this as another weapon. So there is that. Could even hold it just like this. And there's that. Me personally, I plug it in on his back and, whoops, bring that back down. But I tend to just plug it in on his back and leave it there. That is how I prefer to have it. But that, again, to each their own. And there's Ironhide. And he's a pretty cool figure. Same thing with Prowl. They look good. So again, it was pretty crappy that it was a Amazon exclusive yet again. They're doing more Amazon exclusives, but it's not as bad as it had been. At least the Amazon exclusives they're doing this time are like Battle Against Time. So you've got both a Beast and a G1 together. It's not bad, although for people who don't want the Beast Wars style and only want the G1, that's the downer for that. Same thing if of those who don't want the G1 and only want the Beast, that's the downside to that. Why they make some decisions like that, it's part of its money. I think a big part of it's money. Another part is they're possibly thinking that many people want both, and that's not the case. There are hardcore G1ers and there are hardcore Beast Wars fans who don't want the G1 or don't want the Beast Wars, and that's why some of them don't get the other ones. Then you got ones like me who want both and like both. Thing that has to stop though, and it's I still notice it getting out of hand, is the hatred to each other. All in all, they're Transformers in the end. You can hate on G1, but at least have respect for the fact that G1 started it all. You can hate on Beast Wars, but at least have respect for the fact that Beast Wars kept it alive, brought it back to life, brought in more fans. Yes, the animation didn't hold up, the stories are held up, and the voice acting held up. And that's the main reason that fans of the show, like myself, still watch them. G1, I love watching. That brings back my 5 or 6 year old mind of watching a shiny, flashy cartoon that was there to sell toys. You know, as a child, you never notice the animation errors. As a grown-up, yeah, you do. Is G1 the greatest? For animation-wise? Story-wise? Not really. Nostalgic? Yes. Tapping into that your back to your childhood? Yes. Both have pluses, both have negatives, but respect should be had on all sides. So I think I'm going to end it there. And if you're looking for this, you're unfortunately going to be paying quite a bit. Very hard to find. Like the Amazon exclusive, like pre-orders when they had them up before the release, like they sold out quick. Like I got mine in like as soon as I found out about it, and by the end of that day, like the pre-orders were sold out. Mainly because people want Ironhide and Prowl. They're, along with Optimus, they're two of the most well-known characters in all Transformers, alongside Bumblebee. So if you are looking for this, hopefully you're able to find it. Hopefully you find it at a good price. But if you already have it, I hope you're enjoying it like I am. And I think I will end things there. Well, I am Alucard Night Raven. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all later.